guys! So today is the start of a new series on my channel. It's a little bit different. I say that about pretty much every video I do, I think, but it's different. I try to switch it up so we don't get bored, you know? Anyway, I enjoy watching YouTube, specifically plant YouTube, but pretty much constantly I have a video playing, whether it be in the background while I do chores or if I'm actively watching. I wanted to start a series where I highlight a different planty creator. I enjoy them. I think a lot of you guys will enjoy them as well. Some new planty content. For this first episode, I'm going to be highlighting one of my favorite YouTubers that I've been watching for quite some time now. Her name is Tiffany and her channel is Minimalist Callie. So I really enjoy Tiffany's videos. I think they're very relaxing. Honestly, her house is perfect. She has some seriously beautiful plants. They're incorporated very, very well into her home. She has the cutest little French bulldog. So cute. Instead of me jabbering on, I thought we could have her show a little bit of her home plant collection, answer some questions so you can get to know her a little bit here and see if maybe there's some interest in you to go to her channel. So let's just get into it.
Hi Harley's channel. My name is Tiffany and my username on YouTube and Instagram is Minimalist Callie. Most people will just call me Callie.
Hi, it's me popping in to let you know that yes, for the first little while when I was watching her channel, way in the beginning, I did think her name was Callie.
I basically have an Instagram and YouTube based around mostly plants, as you can see behind me. I also talk a lot about minimalism and lifestyle stuff, home decor, and this right here is Milo, my Frenchie. Hey baby, he's 6 months old. I want to say thank you to Harley. She reached out to me to, I guess, collaborate so she could feature me on her channel. And I think it's really cool, the series that she wants to do. And I'm honored that she wants to feature me for her first video on the series. She's one of the first plant tubers that I started watching. A little bit about me. I'm married to my husband. We live in California with our baby Milo here. And we both work in the medical field. Well, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the plants in my space, but I really like to make use of the wall space that I have because I have all white walls in my house. My decor is also very neutral, so I like my color to be all of the greens. My whole style is pretty much minimalist with touches of light woods, a lot of whites, just neutrals, and then just a bunch of plants everywhere. I can start talking about some of my favorite plants and Milo will come along with us. This is my variegated string of hearts. Yes, I got this a few months ago. It was on my bucket list or plant bucket list for a pretty long time. And I just love how large these leaves are. And it has some pink on it. It used to be more pink, but now it's more white. This right here is my philodendron micans, and it has grown a crazy amount because when I first got it, it was barely trailing, and now it is quite long. It's actually tangled up in itself because I don't want this one to get into it because otherwise it would almost touch the floor. This one is grown in semi-hydroponics. I love it a lot because of the detailing. The back of the leaves is this reddish color and they're so soft and velvety. This one does really well in semi-hydroponics as most trailing plants do. Here is my philodendron Rio Sport. Yeah, I love how it looks. It looks different to me than just a regular silver stripe or Brazil because of the pale yellow and the line markings are pretty different. That one is in semi-hydroponics as well. Actually, almost everything on this honeycomb shelf is in semi-hydroponics. Another one of my favorites is right next to it. This is my Cebu Blue Pothos, and for me it's really hard to find. It's really small when I got it and it's now trailing, so I love that one a lot. Another one, is he interested? You interested, honey? This is my Monstera siltepecana, again, grown in semi-hydroponics. It was pretty small when I first got it. Yeah, and I keep just chopping it and propagating it again so it gets more full. So I think from this point, I'm gonna start letting it trail and hopefully it will. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull this out over here. This sits by my kitchen window. This is definitely one of my favorites. This is my philodendron silver sword. This was on my bucket list for a very long time. I love this one so much. It's grown in semi-hydroponics and it's grown like crazy. I first got it in a little 4-inch pot. I have this thing for this bluish silver color And in certain lightings, it just looks insane. It's leaned up against the wall, which is why it's like kind of floppy now, but I think it's doing really, really well over here. Okay, so please excuse the noise if you hear any construction in the background, and also I have not decorated this. We're in the guest room right now. This is where I'm keeping some of the plants that don't necessarily have homes yet, like locations in the house, because I'm still decorating the rest of the house. This is another one of my favorites. This is my Scindapsus trubii Moonlight. It's in semi-hydroponics. Just think it's so gorgeous. In certain lightings, it looks extra silvery blue. I don't know how it looks right now. The new leaves are getting pretty large. I also have a philodendron Birkins here that my husband recently surprised me with. And I have a philodendron Pink Princess over there. And then here is my Monstera Constellation. So I'm not going to get into detail with all of the plants that I have. My number one favorite of all time. Here is my variegated Monstera. This beauty is, oh my gosh, I love it so much. This is my number one favorite, and it's also because it has sentimental value. I propagated it many times. Now I'm going to answer some questions that Harley gave me. What caused you to begin bringing plants into your home? Well, I started bringing some plants into the house when we moved into our first apartment when we first moved to California. I have pretty plain taste, just a bunch of neutrals all around and a lot of whites. So without the plants, it looks a little sterile. I started by bringing in, I want to say it was a parlor palm, a snake plant, and a balloon cactus. So I brought those into the house, and it just kind of spiraled from there. And also I started my Instagram then. That's kind of how it all started, and I kept buying plants from there. Now I don't have that many plants. I think I have like 30 something. What is the best plant care advice you can give? I definitely say do some basic research online first. Make sure that you have the right environment for it, and before you place a plant somewhere in your home, make sure that it's the right conditions for it. Like if you have a north facing window with not that much sunlight, you might not want to put like a fiddle leaf fig there. Also, don't be scared to experiment. So with semi-hydroponics, if you don't know what that is, I talk about it a lot on my channel, but I feel like a lot of people are nervous to start or try out certain things with their plants. Just do it. Yeah, and then you can learn from your own experiences. What are some plants I dislike and why? Calatheas. Not because, I think they're really gorgeous. I'm not one for the fussy plants. I just like the ones that are kind of chill. I think a lot of calatheas are really pretty though. I don't like begonias. That one I just don't like for the appearance. Don't come for me if you love begonias, just my personal opinion. Is there a plant you would add to your collection? If so, what is it and why do you love it? My husband came up with the term bucket list, so plant bucket list. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Anything on my bucket list at the moment. I really like the Dischidia variegated Million Hearts. I think it's so adorable. Anyone that I've seen has been like in a little 2-inch pot. I showed my Scindapsus trubii Moonlight, but I really like the dark form too. So I've been kind of on the lookout for that. It is darker. I don't know, something about it. It has like really thick leaves. Sentimental plants is one I just talked about upstairs, my variegated Monstera, because my husband went out of his way after a night shift and went straight to get that one because he knew how bad I wanted it. And I never thought I would ever actually own one because of the price point, but I did get that like a couple years ago now. I just love that one to pieces. How does your partner feel about your plants? My husband, at first, I think he was a little overwhelmed. But he actually loves them now. He likes how my plants look. If you ask him, he will know the name of it. He goes plant shopping with me. He is awesome, takes my photos, helps me film. There's some that actually he wants. He wants a Stephania erecta. Are there plants you would never own? If so, why? Probably a calathea. I had one in the past that I got in the mail. It was struggling already when I got it in the mail, and then I had to do a lot to try to save it, and I ended up partially saving it, and then I got sick of it and then I rehomed it. Yeah, that's a lot of stress. So calathea, no. Okay, so I'm gonna end it here. Thanks again, Harley, for having me on your channel. You say bye, honey? You say bye? Bye.
Huge thank you to Tiffany from Minimalist Cali for being the first person to ever be a part of this series. We'll see what happens with it. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that is Tiffany from Minimalist Cali. As you saw in the video, she's beautiful, her dog is beautiful, her home is beautiful, her plants are beautiful, and I highly recommend her channel. So I will have all of the links to her social medias in the description box, as well as her puppy's Instagram as well. They'll all be linked in the description, and I would love for you to go to her page and show her some love. I have really enjoyed her content for such a long time, and I'm very appreciative of her putting in the work she does to get videos out for people like me and you to watch, hopefully. Let me know in the comments what you think of this series. Any feedback is appreciated. Yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.